Good afternoon and welcome to the Sunday School classroom of Miss C.S. Hurd. And she is telling the children a story that's packed full of love, betrayal, truth, lies, sadness, joy, and well, let's just say it's got everything in it. So sit back and enjoy as we watch the students learn who Jesus really is.
All right.
Jesus was on earth preaching and teaching his ministry, he had 12 main disciples that followed him and believed him. One day Jesus said to them,
"Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?"
And they said,
"Some say that you are John the Baptist, some say Elias, and others say Jeremiah, or one of the prophets."
And Jesus said to them,
"But whom say ye that I am?"
And Simon Peter answered and said,
"Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God."
Teacher, that reminds me of a song.
Oh, sweet wonder. Oh, sweet wonder. Jesus, the Son of God. Oh, sweet wonder. Oh, sweet wonder. Jesus, the Son of God.
Yes. Oh, okay, that's a very nice song. Now back to my story. So the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the chief priests, and many others didn't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. They often challenged Jesus, saying,
"We need a sign from you."
"Where did he get this wisdom, and how did he do these mighty works?"
"Isn't that Joseph's son? Isn't his mother's name Mary? And aren't his brothers James and Joseph and Simon and Judas?
"We know his sisters, too."
Show us a sign from heaven."
They would talk about Jesus and see how they could destroy him.
So, they wanted to kill Jesus because they didn't believe that he really was the Son of God?
Yes, that's right. They said that it was against the law or blasphemy to call Jesus the Son of God.
That's not very nice at all. Yeah, that's mean. Yeah, that's really, really mean.
What's even meaner is what happened next. Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' closest disciples, betrayed him and went to the chief priests who wanted to kill Jesus and said unto him,
"What will you give me if I betray Jesus for you?"
And they made a deal with him for 30 pieces of silver. And from that point on, he looked for an opportunity to betray Jesus. feast to the 5,000 hungry souls. Children, it is not snack time. But since you brought up the subject of food, let's move on in the story and talk about the Last Supper that Jesus had with his disciples. In the evening at the Passover meal, Jesus sat down with his 12 disciples, and as they were eating, he said,
"One of you will betray me."
Then the disciples looked at each other and didn't know who he was talking about. Then said Jesus unto Judas,
"Go and do what you're planning to do. Do it quickly."
And Judas immediately went out into the night, but the disciples didn't know why Judas left. Then Peter said unto Jesus, Even if everybody else in the world betrays you, I will not betray you. And Jesus said unto him,
"This very night, before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times."
Peter said unto him, I will die with you before I deny you. And all the other disciples said the same. Later that night, Judas returned and brought with him an army of men with swords and staves from the chief priests and elders of the people. And Judas told the man who I kiss is Jesus. Arrest him. And then he came to Jesus and said, Hail, Master. And he kissed him. And Jesus said unto him,
"Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss?"
Then the men arrested Jesus and took him away.
"Teacher,
Yes.
how much money did Judas get for betraying Jesus?"
It was for 30 pieces of silver. That must be a lot of money. Yeah, like $100 million.
Yeah, it had to be a lot of money for them to betray the Son of God.
Well, actually, one piece of silver is equal to about 64 cents. So total, Judas only got about $19.20. They took Jesus to the palace, where the chief priests and elders and all the council found 2 false witnesses to testify and lie about Jesus, saying, This man said he is able to destroy the temple of God and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, I command you by the living God, tell us whether you are the Christ, the Son of God. Jesus said unto him,
You have said so. But I say that soon you will see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven.
Then the high priest tore his clothes, saying, He has spoken blasphemy. We don't need any more witnesses. Now you have heard his blasphemy. What do you think? And they answered, He is guilty of death.
Guilty of death. Teacher,
Yes.
that reminds me of another song. Well, I've been lied on, cheese, you, scorn, talked about, and up, down, I'm
Okay. We have to finish the story, children. Now Peter stepped outside of the palace, and a woman came and said, Weren't you with Jesus of Galilee? But he denied it and said, I don't know what you're talking about. Then he went out into the porch, and another woman saw him and said to everyone that was there, This man was also with Jesus of Nazareth. And again Peter denied and said, I promise you, I don't know the man.
And after a while, some other people came and said to Peter, "Surely you are also one of those disciples of Jesus, because you talk like him." Then Peter began to curse and to swear, saying, "I don't know the man. I don't know him." And immediately the rooster crowed. And Peter remembered Jesus said that he would deny him 3 times before the rooster crowed. And he left and cried. The next morning, all the chief priests and elders of the people plotted against Jesus to kill him. And when they arrested him, they took him to Pontius Pilate the governor. Pilate said to all the people, "Who will I set free today? Barabbas the robber, or Jesus, which is called Christ?" The chief priests and elders persuaded the people to ask for Barabbas to be set free and to destroy Jesus. So the people said, "Barabbas!
Barabbas!
Barabbas!" Pilate said to the people, "What shall I do with Jesus?" They all said to him, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" And the governor said, "But he didn't do anything wrong." But they cried out more, saying, "Crucify him! Crucify him! Let's kill him!" When Pilate saw that he couldn't change their minds, he took water and washed his hands and said to all the people, "I am innocent of the blood of this just person. You do it." So they punished Jesus and took him to be crucified. And he picked up his cross, went into the place called Golgotha, which means the place of a skull. And they crucified him there, and Pilate put a title on the cross that said, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." Then said Jesus, "It is finished." And he bowed his head, and he died.
Jesus went to Calvary to save the wretch like you and me that's lost. That's lost. On his heart, they stretched him wide. Behind his heart, for me he died. That's love. That's love.
They took the body of Jesus and placed it in an empty tomb in a nearby garden. Jesus was in the grave for 3 full days and 3 full nights. On the Sunday morning afterwards, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb and saw that the stone was rolled away, and that Jesus was gone. So she ran to tell Simon Peter and another disciple. They came to the tomb and saw Jesus' clothes, but his body was not there. So the disciples left. But Mary stayed there crying, and when she looked up and saw Jesus standing, but she didn't know that it was Jesus. And he said,
Woman, why are you crying? Who are you looking for?
She thought he was the gardener and said to him, "Sir, if you have taken Jesus from here, tell me where he is, and I will take him away." Jesus said unto her,
Mary.
Then she turned around and said, "Rabboni," which means master. Jesus said to her,
Don't touch me, because I haven't gone to my Father yet. But go and tell my disciples to tell them that I'm going to my Father, who is also your Father, and to my God, who is also your God. But
That's not how!
The disciples were gathered together in a room with the door shut. And then Jesus appeared and said,
Peace be unto you.
Then the disciples were glad when they saw the Lord. And Jesus breathed on them and said,
Receive ye the Holy Ghost.
Jesus said,
You shall receive power after that the Holy Ghost has come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
And after he said this, he rose up into the sky and disappeared behind the clouds. While the disciples were watching Jesus rise, two men wearing white clothes appeared next to them and said, Why are you staring at the sky? This same Jesus that you saw go up into heaven is coming back in the same way. Soon.
Whoa! That is a great story. Oh my gosh. That's great. Wow.
Now it's review time. It's review time, children. Why do we celebrate on Easter?
Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive and well. Oh, Jesus is alive and well. Right now he's sitting on the throne and Jesus keeps going on. Oh, Jesus is alive and well.
Right now he's seated at the right hand of the Father.
Ooh, you, and I tell to me. Everybody sing. Jesus is alive and well.
I know that Jesus is alive.
Alive and well. Oh, Jesus is alive and well. Right now he sits on the throne and he just keeps going on. Oh, Jesus is alive and well.
Right now he's seated at the right hand of the Father.
Ooh, you, and I tell to me. Everybody sing. Jesus is alive and well.
Oh, say he's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive and well. Oh, Jesus is alive and well. Right now he
Sits on the throne.
and he just
Keeps going on.
Oh,
Jesus is alive and well.
right now he's seated at the right hand of the Father.
Ooh, you, and I tell to me. Everybody just sing. Jesus is alive and well.
We hope that you enjoyed the puppet show. All of the information used for the show is found in the Gospels of the Bible. Due to time constraints, we couldn't cover all the details of the Easter story, but we encourage everyone to go back and read the full story for yourselves. And now we're going to introduce the cast of the puppet show. First, we have Brother Jalen. Next, we have Sister